Well, I hope this setup works, because it's been a hot minute, and well, a lot's changed for me too since I last streamed back in 2020. Main concern here is going, well, I hope, oops, there's some delay there, the setup works, because it's been okay, I had to mute my YouTube video for a second, but this is very spur of the moment, let's say. I don't know, had a hard time settling in since I moved, and this was definitely the last thing on my mind, but, you know, just from a time standpoint, maybe I can knock this out in a month. You know, because, yeah, it's been the last thing on my mind, but it's always been, you know, we have unfinished business, basically, and the longer I wait, the more chances I have of being spoiled, so, I hope the audio is working. I have a very haphazard setup here. I have to listen to the game audio through my desktop, and, you know, it's kind of awkward. Say, Streamlabs says the audio is working, so we're just gonna have to keep our fingers crossed, you know. Let's try something out. Okay, yeah, audio is working. I just hope you can't hear my fan going off, because this laptop has seen better days. But I'm gonna try and keep it quiet, even though, because my headphones have technical issues, I can't hear the game audio while my voice chat feature is active on my mic. So I don't know how to fix it. Maybe I can try it out in future streams, but yeah. So why don't we get started? This is, of course, the final game in the Flowers series, and I had to go back and rewatch some of the old games to refresh myself. So the third game ends with our protagonist of that game usually passing the student council president role onto Suo, who has spent the last two games as a side but still very significant character. She's still helping with mysteries and having some character development, you know. And that's really good for her. And she really, she's very determined to get to the bottom of the disappearance of Mayuri in the first movie. So, yeah. Of course, it's very, Yuzu did not leave her with a very, what's the word? Optimistic, prediction of how things would go, you know? There was like you might not like what you might find, but when she seeks the origin of the original Lost First mystery out of the 7 mysteries, that of course the mystery solving portion of this game revolves around. So, yeah, I mean, I'm very excited to see Suo back in the main character role, of course. she's changed a lot since the basically socially inept person that we saw in Volume 1. And I'm very, maybe the her in that version of the game maybe is not ready for, to tackle this mystery herself. But again, I was going back and watching the old VODs, and yeah, I know that one of my old regulars, David, I don't know if you're still out there, but yeah, the makers of this game, Innocent Grey, they had another game series that apparently did not end very well, so, or at least had a pretty dumb twist. And this is like 7 years in the making for me. I played the first game in 2016, and of course it doesn't help that I put this off for so long, but again, I'm going to try and knock this out in a timely manner, let's say. Summer break is coming up, and I'm going to be off work for about a month. Maybe I can spend some of that time doing this. But as is the case with other videos I've made of this game, we're going to try to do the main route, and anything else is just a bonus. So why don't we get started? Of course, I know that the irony of starting this in the summer, when it's like 90 degrees plus here, summer's overrated anyway.
女は私を受け入れてくれた。天に行われるごとく地に行われるように。時間です。
I thought that was my door, my apartment door.
巣を。
By the way, for what it's worth, I just like every other game, I've gone into this not knowing anything. I've said it many times, but it's more fun that way, so that like the reactions are genuine, you know, and it's more fun to figure it out on your own. I think I did have just a couple of pointers from the last couple of games, like which route to take. Green for true route, whatever, orange for other routes. Maybe this time we might do that, or maybe it'll just be a blindly flailing around until we find the right route kind of thing. I don't know. I want to savor the experience either way. So, yeah. Let's keep going. Obviously, they're not wasting any time with this opening scene, but since I already talked about something else, I want to save one of my first impressions for maybe a little bit later. Seek the mouth of the snake or something? I forget. That's what it was. That last hint that was left unsaid in the previous volume.
私が知っているバスキア教諭はバスキア教諭ではない。これはお姫だわ。ここへ神聖であり低粛なもの、小さき花が眠る。冷たい息吹にさらされ無慈悲な死を遂げ、死の影の谷を歩く。美しき花よ、汝はつぼみのまま刈り取られた。神は最も清らかなものを傍らに置く。天井の枯れることのない庭へ汝という花を咲かせたもうた。小さき花、無慈悲な死。天井の枯れることのない庭へ汝という花を咲かせたもうた。シオン・バスキア。妖精たちが踊る場所、白爪草で作った冠、深い森へと導かれ、記憶を抱いた花たち摘みましょう。淡くほのかな光、 悪魔と青く深い海の間でという英語の慣用句がある。
Hi, welcome back.
切羽詰まった状況に使われる表現だそうだ。
This game opens with a
悪
bang.
魔に追われ、背後には海がという状況に陥ったら
Yeah.
人は
By the way, how's the audio and the latency? Because I just saw your message.
深い海へと身を投げてしまうのだという。
And I'm kind of running a scuffed setup here.
という選択肢。きっと私の大好きなアミティエは選びようもない選択を幾度も迫られてきたのだろう。これから始まる物語は優しい悪魔のささやきと絶望の海へのいざない。救いのない二つの問いに迫られながらも希望を失うことのない少女のお話。
Yeah, I know in the past my late. Yeah, so this is the mic I'm using. I had to leave, so I moved. I was living in the U.S. Up until like a few months ago, and I didn't take my mic with me when I moved. So, oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, Japanese is terrible. But I can read that, so I'm hoping for a good game. But as long as you can hear me, like, when I actually talk, which is not all the time, then I can hold the mic like this, if that works. But, okay. So, first of all, this game is not wasting any time. I know I've thrown out the theory like, oh hey, Mayuri, is she even alive still? They use the term vanish without a trace a lot, and there was really not even... That was very true. She felt like in games 2 and 3, she really did feel like a ghost. And this game just opens up with her. So at least there's that. And there was also... I don't know. I don't want to pick apart her words too much, but I did kind of forget that in the first game, Mayuri was at first attracted to Rika, and then as she got closer to Suo, then her feelings changed, and there was a whole ordeal about it. So I do appreciate the reminder, and it's been a hot minute since I played that game, so yeah. I don't remember if that was talked about, like Rika reminded her of her first love or something, who maybe is dead now. I don't know if that's true or not, but given like the really abrupt transition scene between Mayuri talking about Suo and then Suo visiting the grave of that person, yeah. I don't remember, and I kind of hope I get a reminder later on, because maybe it's important. But, yeah. And speaking of not wasting any time, I do like how, we get like a little mystery Suo going over in her head about the little possibilities of who the grave could belong to. Maybe it's a case of identity theft. But I'm kind of glad that's not the case. Like, I've always been a little, Dahlia Sensei has always given me, like, in modern parlance, a little sus. So, there's obviously something that she's been dealing with in the background. I actually didn't catch the first name of the person, but the person buried there, it sounded like Shion. I really need to get my audio fixed, but died young. That's what it sounded like. So maybe some reasoning why Dahlia Sensei is here at the academy. Maybe to atone for what she did, or maybe she feels some guilt over it. Not a ton to go off of, so. But I'm really glad that Suo is back in the driver's seat, and that Mayuri is still thinking about her, even if it's in the context of she should try and forget me. I really like the wording in that scene. Shion, thank you. Yeah. I really like. I guess I'm sure we're going to learn more about her and maybe get that Dahlia Sensei backstory that I've been wondering about for like 6 years now, 7 years. It's kind of unbelievable that we made it, honestly. But I really like the wording in that opening scene, like that, the memories of the fleeting spring. I'm a really sucker. I'm a sucker for like those, stuff that's really aware of. What's a good way to put this? Yeah, oh my god, she's grown a lot, definitely. And I'm really glad to see it. It's again, I think it was necessary that we needed to step away from her perspective for the last couple games, because again, I don't think, like I said at the beginning, I don't think that Suo in Volume 1 would have been ready to handle whatever's going to come her way in this game. But like I was saying earlier, I think stuff that's really concerned with the passage of time and trying to fight against, losing your memory or feelings that fade over time, like stubbornly holding on to them. I get it, big mood, especially because I'm gonna out myself with how old I am right now. But I played the first game when I was 16 or 18. That was 7 years ago. So yeah, just do the math. A lot's happened in that time. Why don't we keep going? Oh, the opening cinematic. Yeah, Yuzu and Narine were not in there at all. So, I remember talking about, like, I wonder if we're ever going to see them again. So, and the ending of the last game was very bittersweet. But it was really the most, if they were going to end up together, it did make most sense. So, maybe they're saving it. Who knows? Like, I didn't even go into the this setting right here, the character specific settings, is like I don't want to see the list of characters. Usually they're pretty clever about that. They don't give anything away if it's going to be important to the story. I'm thinking about Erica specifically. I remember in Volume 1, you could adjust her little slider and it just showed up as triple question mark before you solved her mystery. But still, just in case.
静か。エリカさんなら映画のシャイニングみたいだって言いそうね。
That's true. I've never lived where it snowed before, so this is just what I've heard. But when it snows, that like blankets up or it swallows up all the sound, and things are literally quieter. So nowadays, I live somewhere where it might snow, but maybe not to this extent. So we'll see. But that's not for another half year.
八代先輩、小見門先輩。
Speaking from experience.
早く戻らなくちゃ。恐竜と2ラウンド戦ったような顔をしてるぞ。遅くなってごめんなさい。これ意外と重くって。だから私もついていこうかって言ったんだ。白羽は華奢だからな。ありがとう。ご苦労様。今美味しい紅茶を入れるからね。
I know, best girl. She really is the best character. I can't rank for sure yet, but that's why Volume 2 is my favorite so far. I know my ranking is incomplete because I still haven't gone and done the alternate endings. I know. I'm just very good at putting things off or never doing them. But yeah, it's very, when she first showed up, couldn't help but smile. I hope she gets a lot more good scenes here.
お昼取っておいてくれていたのね。まだみんな手をつけていないわ。白羽さんを待っていたのよ。先に食べてくれていいのに。二階屋の会の会長様を待たないなんて不敬なことをしたら、会のメンバーに貼り付けにされて殺されちまうよ。二階屋の会が秘密結社みたいな組織じゃなくてよかった。二階屋の会の会長になったんだ。
It's a lot of work, I bet. But if there's anything that she doesn't lack, it's brains, so.
どうした会長。その呼び方は 白羽さんでいいでしょ。役職名で呼ぶのはよそよそしい感じがして嫌だわ。まあ確かに役職名で呼ぶのは一歩引かれてるような気がするもんな。なあ委員長、突っ込まないわよ。突っ込んでるじゃねえかよ。打てば響く、さすがだわ。そうだ、いちごさんたちはまだ来ていないの？そういや、あいつらも家に戻ってないんだったな。ご家族の都合がつかなかったから家に帰るのが面倒だって言っていたけど。そう、私と一緒ね。
Yeah, me too.
私も似たようなもんだが、白羽も帰らなかったんだな。父は海外で戻ってこられないそうだし、祖父も旅行に出ているそうなの。なるほど、それじゃしょうがねえ。
What's she gonna do? Do what you do? Well, she already did. She visited the grave, but it's just the beginning, right?
どうしたの？メガネが曇ってしまって。
Oh, wow, that's a mood. You know, when I wear a mask, that always happens. My glasses just... I'm glad we get the character model updated too.
やっと本体を手に入れたぞ。拭いてくれたのはありがたいけれど、返してくれないかしら。それがないと何も見えないのよ。いや、よくよく考えてみると、学院に入る前まで思い返してみても、自分の周りにメガネをかけているやつって委員長しかいないって思ってさ。そう、いいから早く返して。なあ白羽、同じ処置仲間としてお前と私どっちがメガネ似合うと思う？
Don't tell me. I knew it. Hey, why does this matter? What? I don't know if that was right. Right, as in true ending, right. Let's see if anything happens if I pick the other one, no? Because... nothing happens, as in this thing right here, so... Anyway. I like her lead in a little bit more here, so let's just go with it. If it turns out to be the wrong choice, that's why the save button's there.
それはエリカさんの方が名前呼びきやすいぞ。ま、お前ならそう言ってくれると思っていたよ。もう少しかがんでくれ。ちょいと立ち上がるってわけにはいかないからな。
You better watch out. If you're that strong, then good chance you're gonna get a headache putting on glasses like that. Wow, amazing. Yes, I agree. Of course, we get the little updated sprite with the glasses too. It's real attention to detail right there.
普通やぼったくなるものだと思っていたけど、想像以上に似合うなお前。
She looks good in anything. It's not really a hot take.
そうかしら。
Yeah, kidding.
スオさんが私のメガネをかけているの？ねえ。
Yeah, me too. I agree. By the way, have you played this game yet? Or watched a playthrough? I am curious. But if you have, please don't say anything. Spoilers are in my hand. My fate is in your hands, if that's the case.
芸能界でもちょっと見ない美人だけれど、メガネをかけるとより清楚で大人な感じになるわね。そんな。ちょっと早くメガネを。私にも見せて。和尚だから。
Yeah, that's you're a lot more timely than I am. As if you couldn't already tell. I'm really good at putting these things off. But yes, I appreciate it. Thank you. And if this ends up being a completely blind playthrough, then all the more. I think it's more fun that way.
委員長がメガネをかけたら白羽がかけているのが見られないだろうが。そろそろ食べようぜ。腹が減った。紅茶も行き渡ったし、それじゃあ始めましょうか。
Ending order? Like volume 2? Like you had to get the lover's end and then the true end. Okay, it's really up to you if you want to get which color. I see. But what do you mean by ending order? Okay. I did try to get multiple endings in Prontom, but I mean, you know what the series looks like on my channel. It's not 100%. Okay, I see. Thank you. I probably will have to look up at some point. I'm not good enough at. I don't know. My meta knowledge of VNs isn't good enough to figure that stuff out on my own, so we'll see. But I know in 2, it was like the green, one of the colors was Lover's End, and then you had to play it again to get True End, and then the other one didn't lead you anywhere. You actually had to look up the choice tree. So, yeah. I do appreciate that, though. And the YouTube thumbnails will be funnier if I ended up going the wrong way at some point. It's been so long that I completely forgot about that little twist in Volume 3 where the twins were switching places. It was out of, like, it was like a compromise, right? Because they both liked Yuzu. And they had already pulled that shit. Whatever. I'm not monetized anyway. They already pulled that shit before. That it had been so long that when I watched through it again, I was like, oh yeah, you can never really trust them to not do something crazy like that, because they try to do something similar in the first game. So we should keep our eye on them.
やっぱりエリカちゃんたちもいるですよ。なんだ、やっぱりこっちにいたんだ。お茶会を開くって言うからエリカたちの部屋に誘いに行ったのに。何度も言うようだが名前呼びはやめろ。 だって千鳥もりっちゃんだってエリカって呼んでるじゃん。まあそりゃそうなんだわ。スオちゃんだって呼んでますよ。白羽はお前たちと同じで許してないからな。スオちゃんが傷ついちゃうじゃん。
Punishable by death, of course.
人手なしですね。しょうがないな。お前たちは許してやるよ。このやりとりをこれから何十回となくするのを考えるとひたすらにめんどくさいだけだからな。スオちゃんも許すのですよね。白羽はダメだ。なんで？別にいいじゃん。
Because she's too cute. That's obviously the reason.
気恥ずかしいんだよ。まあなんだ、お茶会の話は聞いてないけどな。私らは白羽たちに昼飯を一緒にどうかって来たんだよ。それはハンバーガー、私としてはご一緒したかったですね。ごめんなさい、さすがに用意していないわ。まあ残念だけど私的にお昼はもう食べてきたからね。食後のおやつを持ってきたんだよ。その匂い、クッキー？正解です。調理室が空いてたから使わせてもらったのですよ。八代先輩とのことがあったものね。
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
スオちゃん、早く飲まないと冷めちゃうよ。ええ、そうね。紅茶もだが、ハンバーガーも早く食べろよ。冷めた料理ほどまずいものはないからな。
Poor girl. Also, more than you know, Suo. So that was just a secret between the three of them, if I remember right.
そうね。めっちゃうまだな。牛肉を切らしているってんで、今日のハンバーガーはチキンなんだよ。鶏肉なの？これ。
Ah, Chidori.
おお、共食いネタですね。神門先輩がいたらお腹を抱えているところだね。食わず嫌いってのは大罪だぞ、千鳥。鶏肉のトップ3が入ってるんだ。うまいに決まってる。おいしいわ。だろ？鶏と鴨と七面鳥を使ってるんだ。七面鳥はクリスマスに余ったやつだけどさ。美味しそうですね。食べかけで悪いけれど味見してみる？いただきますですよ。
This makes me want In-N-Out, but I can't eat In-N-Out. I'm on the other side of the planet. So sad. I did have it before I left though, so we'll just have to that'll have to do for now.
いいなあ、私的にも。それじゃあイチゴは私のを味見してみる？いいの、千鳥。それじゃ ハンバーガーにはコーヒーだろ。今私の前で言ってはいけないことを口にしたわよ。
I do like how the group has, the gang has grown over the series, and even with, I guess now 3 of the main characters absent, it's still very lively. Again, really big departure from the first game. I remember just like feeling so much secondhand embarrassment for Suo, fumbling her way through every conversation. It took like half the game for her to get going and actually make friends. So, again, she's come a long way, but not just her, but Erika too. She was very aloof, and outside of maybe Suo at the beginning of her game, she didn't really have any friends either. So, it was just a matter of getting everyone else to see how great she was, though. Yeah, and I don't know how much we're going to split the time in this game between just enjoying everyone's company and actually delving into the serious part, like the mysteries and stuff. So I'm trying to enjoy it while I can.
そういえば聞いたことがなかったわ。何をかしら。白羽さんが紅茶糖なのかコーヒー糖なのか、どっちが好きなの
？Thank you. Second, I know, and it takes, and I remember I was just like, why? The thing that was really frustrating about that game too was, every time it felt like she was making progress, then she would just slip back into her old habits or something else would happen. I definitely agree her character development is, it's not just restricted to that one game too. She grows a lot in 2 and 3, and we see that. It made playing that first game kind of difficult, especially, I get it. So, anyway. That's not the same, as what I picked. I'm committing to green, so. Let's see if anything happens. Okay, it's still not making any progress. Ah.
紅茶の方が好みかしら。
Rika still at it, still at her old, up to her old ways.
そうよね。やっぱりスワさんは分かっているわ。どこかの誰かさんに聞かせたいわ。
I don't understand why the first one was not Rika centered, the first choice, and this one is, but.
悪かったよ。これも悪くない。ただ食い合わせのことを言って。なに？なんでもない。飲み終わったから新しいのをついてくれ。いいわよ。
Maybe it is orange to get the run, because the game Volume 1 was orange to get Mayuri's ending. Whatever, I'm not going to think about it. Echoing? From me or the game audio? It might be the game audio. My mic might be picking up the game audio, so if that's the case, I can just sit farther back or turn down the volume. Again, I really need to get this fixed, but. It's probably the mic. It's picking it up, so I'll turn down the master volume a bit. Thank you, by the way. Streaming in 2023 should not be this hard, but again, this was very, I planned this maybe yesterday, so you'll have to forgive me.
そうね。それじゃあ。お湯が足りないみたい。私が沸かしてくるわ。さっきはスオさんが言ってくれたのだもの。今度は私が。すぐ戻ってくるから。その方がいい。遅れたら私が全部平らげちまうからな。
What's gonna happen now? And what about that first scene? Also, yeah, there's still spring. They're still in their first year. Wait a minute. I thought they were in their second year. But this game takes place over a year. I should know this, but... By the way, this game has the same issue, where Suo's her voice is just much quieter than everyone else. Obviously, that's just how she talks, but it's a game thing too, like a mixing thing. I know, right? Characters basically look the same from like middle school all the way up until they hit like 40 or 50, and even then. But that's assuming that this is her dad. Anyway, it could be. Why would she look for? So the grave had the epitaph of like, you know, died before the flowers bloomed or whatever, implying they died young. So why would she be looking for someone older than Dahlia Sensei, unless young still means an adult, like a young adult, or maybe she's trying to contact them, like learn more about this person. I don't know. It's Suo. Like, it really should not be questioning her methods, because usually she knows what's up.
そういえばお昼を取るのを忘れていたわ。
Alright, we'll be here for a while.
明治41年学院長淡島椿。